Okie hello, 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 hello. Yes, this is the Standpoint. After 10 years, still going strong. We are rebranding, bringing you more exciting programs, new segments, and I'm sure you love our set already. Well, for years, I've been coming to you. In fact, we have been coming to you, telling you to give us one Ghana cedi or more to help young girls who find themselves in abusive environments, who want to go back to school. We send them to school and then give them a stipend here and there. You've been supportive. I mean, you can do more anyway, but you've been very supportive, and we are grateful to you. Today, we bring you 3 of the beneficiaries of the Girl in Need Foundation. They have come to say thank you. They have come to let you know how far they have come, and also to tell you where they want to go in the nearest future, so that you know that your money has not been put to waste. But most importantly, they will let you know how blessed you are that you have to be able to give and invest in someone else's life, to impact in someone else's life. Well, my name remains Ohineyere Gifty Auntie, but hey, wait a minute. I was honored by the Manya Krobo traditional area, Nene Sakite the second, and Nana Aplam the second, the paramount chief and the paramount queen mother. They honored me with the title Yokama 2018. Yokama means ideal woman or a virtuous woman. So my name is Ohineyere Yokama Gifty Nana Efia Dansua Auntie. A whole paragraph, but hey, you have to take me like that. Yes, I'm that. You know what I mean. Let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth. My dress was made for me by Ophelia Crossland Design, still staying true to us, and we are grateful to them. Papa Cosmetics gives us the makeup products, and we are so ever grateful, because I mean, not everybody will do what they're doing. I mean, the supporters, and we are grateful to them. Makeup and More, ever loving Gloria and her team. They apply the makeup for us. My beads by Sun Beads. Yes, she's a new kid on the block, and she promises to go a long haul with us. So we are going to have an exciting time. Relax and let's meet 3 young, beautiful, intelligent, talented young ladies who have benefited from your one Ghana cedi or more. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Standpoint. Yes, this is the new face of the Standpoint, and we are determined. We are really determined to make sure that we give you something extra this time on. After 10 years and beyond, what is the journey going to be like? And today I bring you 3 of the beneficiaries of the Girl in Need Foundation. For years, we've been talking to you about it. Some of you have received insults, and there have been accusation, rumors, and what have you. But hey, those who have given know the benefit of giving. So today I have with me 3 beautiful young ladies. All of them completed their senior high school. Unfortunately, they weren't part of the free SHS, so they had to go through paying of school fees and everything. And seated right next to me, she is the other one of a twin. They are twins, you know. She could make it, the other one couldn't make it. And she is Rebecca Anna Echampong. Welcome to the Standpoint.
Thank you.
You're looking beautiful.
Thank you, Mommy.
Okay. And next to her, I have Hannah Ofosu. She's also a beneficiary of the Girl in Need Foundation. Welcome.
Thank you.
And then all the way from Volta region. She is Vivian Manasseh. Vivian Manasseh is also a beneficiary. How are you, Vivian?
I'm doing great, Vice.
So how has it been finishing school?
We are coping and hoping that the Girl in Need Foundation will continue to help us to move on to the next stage, that's the university.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I want to do go and offer public health and sanitation.
Public health and sanitation.
Yeah.
So why are you still home after SHS? Why are you home?
I couldn't make it. That's I wanted to go this year, but looking at the some problems in the house and other things.
Your financial challenges.
Yes.
You couldn't make.
Yeah, I'm hoping that next year.
So in the meantime, what are you doing?
Yes, I'm not doing it.
You're just home?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hannah?
Yes, ma'am.
What about you? What have you been up to? After SHS, what?
I'm working now, selling credit and doing transfer.
Okay.
To gather something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you want to do after? Is that what you want to do?
No. I want to continue my education. I want to be an air hostess.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
So you want to go to aviation?
Yes, please.
And why haven't you gone to aviation school and you are working now?
Because there's no money now.
Okay.
Looking at the situation at home, there is no hope anywhere.
Okay.
So I just have to do something and get money. And then with your help to continue my education.
Rebecca?
Yes, mommy.
What are you up to?
Okay, for now, I'm working at a mother care.
Okay.
Yes. To also help get something. But I want to be a fashion designer.
Chai, I can tell. I can tell. You want to be a fashion designer?
Yes, please.
But so you want to go to a fashion school?
Yes, please.
And you're working at the mother care
sure.
to get some money?
Yes, please. Because
cover.
being at home, no one will support you in need of your feeding, or even as a lady, you need some stuff, but no one will be there, so you have to do something to help yourself.
What about your sister?
Okay, she's also working at a prepaid center.
A prepaid center?
Yes, please.
Okay, and she
said she wants to be a nurse or a journalist.
Okay.
Yes.
Why does she want to be a journalist? Don't tell me it's because of me. She wants to be a nurse or a journalist.
Yes, please.
So she's also working to get some money.
Yes, please.
How did you hear about the Girl in Need Foundation?
Okay, thank you, Mommy, very much for this opportunity. I'm very much grateful. The year 2014, when we completed JHS, things became very tough for our aunties to help us further our education. So we had no option than...
But where are your parents? You say became tough for you, auntie.
Our dad died, according to sources, our dad died when we were very little. So we never met him. But our mom also is a sickler. And then she fell from a 4th-story building, so it affected her. So she's not doing anything. She's at home now. So one of my uncle is the one taking care of her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had to be brought to your auntie?
Aunties.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they took care of you through primary school to JHS? Then after JHS?
Things became very tough. So they called us one evening to tell us that they also have children. And the way things are going, they can't help us to further. So we had no option than to go in for a job. So I was working at a guest house. But in the process, we heard that our testimonial are in. So my sister decided to go to the school for it. So when she got there, our headmistress, Mrs. Damata Sumani, wherever she is, God bless her very much, she asked my sister the reason why we are at home. So when my sister narrated a story that we have no money and financial difficulties, she said no, she can't allow girls like us to be at home. So she sent us to the Ghana Education Service to solicit for fund. And when we went there, the director also, the staff contributed, the director also gave us something little, but it was not enough. It reached, I think, one person. So a gentleman introduced you to us. That's how come we ended up here.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. And when you came, what kind of support did you get?
So many support. You sent us. First, we were day students. You were sponsoring us as a day student. But later, when we came and told you wanted to become boarders, you never hesitated. You gave us money, and we are now.
Okay. So we had to buy chobos.
Yes.
We had to buy chobos. We had to buy trunk.
Yes.
We had to buy mattress.
Twins too. So.
Thank you. Twins too. So two.
Yes.
Buy 2 top boxes, 2 trunks, 2 mattresses, 2 buckets,
Everything.
2 sponge, everything.
Yeah.
We just thank God. Hopefully the applause is for all those who contributed. Heather, what about you? How did you hear about the Girl in Need Foundation?
Okay. I was staying with my mom and my aunt. They were twins.
Okay.
And then when I got to class 6, my mom died. So paying the JHS fee was a problem. Up to now, I've not even paid it. So sometimes I sit there and I ask myself, I even didn't think I would even write BEC, because if you haven't paid your fees, they wouldn't allow you. But by the grace of God, I wrote it and I came out successfully. So next, I was thinking of how I would continue. So I was in the house thinking with my auntie, the other twin, the twin of my mom. We were always in the room. Sometimes we wouldn't even get money to eat. And sometimes she would even be having just 1 Ghana cedi. And she would say, you use this money. When I got to Form 3, we used to close at 6 o'clock.
GHS Form 3.
We used to close at 6. And I would send 1 cedi to school from morning to 6. Sometimes combining this and learning was even a whole lot of things for me.
Yeah.
But by the grace of God, I was able to complete with the BEC, came out successfully. So one day my cousin came home, and then my aunt told him that now I've completed and there's no hope, there's no money anywhere, because I've not even paid my JHS fees. And then he said he knows someone, so he would take me to the person. And then he took me to Auntie Susie. Yeah. She's even That's here, Auntie and Susie. I'm so grateful That's to Auntie her. Susie. She took me to Auntie Susie, so she told me about you, and then she directed us. So when we came here, I was even thinking that we are just coming to say something and just leave. But I came here, and the way they received me here was even amazing, because all those people here, they were really good to me. And then Sister Akosia, I remember she was the one here.
Yeah, Akosia,
yes.
In true one.
Yes. Yeah. She asked me why I was here, the purpose I was here. And then I told her, and then she said I should write it. So I wrote everything. And then later you came out, and then you were smiling. You had a smile on your face, so I was at peace. And then I told you my problem. Yeah. And then you told me that, do I have my results here? And I said, yes, I showed it to you. And you didn't even hesitate. You told me, one thing you told me was, I'm not helping you because your mom died or something, but because you did well in your exams. And that was a caution to me that I know you would help me. So when I go further into my secondary education, I should work harder. And I'm so grateful to you.
Now you are making me emotional. And you did well. And you did well. Vivian, tell us your story. How did you get to know about?
Okay, I also got connected to the Girl in Need Foundation through a teacher who came to my school. Okay. And then one day we went to class.
At that time, which were you? You were in what?
I was in JHS.
JHS.
Form 2, yes.
JHS 2, okay. Yes.
So he called me, and then he started asking me questions about how I feel sad in class, even though I contribute. So I told him everything.
What was your situation in class? I mean, before the teacher came in, how was life like for you?
It was very difficult for me to eat. I go to school without even eating because my grandma, I was staying with my grandmother, and she said, so because of that, she wasn't able to give me money, no food in the house. So I have to go to school empty stomach, and things were very difficult, tough, and I don't know how to even go with it. But by the grace of God, I got connected through the teacher who told me about the Girl in Need Foundation, and through that, got connected.
Okay, so the first time he came here with you, how did you feel?
Actually, I feel sad because I didn't know how the whole thing was going to be about. I didn't know whether I'll get help or somebody will be willing to help or anything. So I was very sad. But when I saw you embraced me. I was seated at the back when I came. And so when the program was going on, I was very sad. I wasn't talking. I was just sitting there. And after everything, you asked us to, you said if somebody have a question or anything to share, the person should just stand up boldly and then talk. So I spoke, I stood up and I spoke, and you were like, oh, is that the case? So I was crying. I was actually crying, and you brought me closer to yourself, and you hugged me, and that alone changed my mood, and I was very.
Well, let me say thank you to our supporters. House of Foods, Auntie Vera, your food always makes me feel comfortable. You know I love your food. Cake Techniques, I don't miss your cake, you know. Every recording in the evening, my beverage and my cake goes with it. But you refresh us. We are so grateful to you. Yep, cleaning services. You keep our environment clean, and we are so grateful. Casa Preco Royal Drinks, I salute all of you. Thank you for your support. We are grateful. We are really grateful to you. And then, of course, Awake Purified Water. I mean, you buy one bottle and a fraction is contributed to the National Cardiothoracic Fund, so that underprivileged children who need to undergo surgery will be able to be supported. Thank you to Lepifania Gifts for how do you call this thing? Are they marks or what? What's the name for it? There's a name for it, but whatever it is, thank you very much for it. Now we put our drinks in it. We are so grateful. They donated this to us, and we are so grateful. Gogot Yogurt gives us the yogurt, and as a woman, yogurt is very good for you. So anytime you need to go for yogurt, go for Gogot Yogurt. We take a break. When we come back, we'll continue this discussion. Welcome back to the Standpoint. Again, I say thank you to GTP for my cloth. Ophelia Crossland Design sews for me. She still does, and I'm so grateful to her. Paba Cosmetics gives us the makeup product, and Makeup and More applies the makeup for us. My beads this time, my earrings, my bracelets, and my anklets. You know, now difference here, me, you can tell. Oh, by Sunbeam Beads, and we are so grateful to them. I'm looking for a shoe sponsor, please. If you can, please sponsor my shoes. But how did Girl in Need coming in to support or pay your school fees transform your lives in school?
Okay. I quite remember through the difficult, sometimes even the food you eat, the things you need as a girl, sometimes there is some difficulties you face as a lady. But when the Girl in Need child came in, everything was okay. Especially, I quite remember when we were with our auntie, sometimes things became very difficult. Even the food sometimes we eat was very tough. But when we went to the boarding house with the support of the provisions and the money they gave to us, everything was okay. And we were always happy because we feel like we have someone supporting us. Or even when we're in trouble or so, we have a pillar that's always with us.
And which you gave me trouble.
So we're always...
Oh, I'm kidding. They didn't give me problems at all.
Yes,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. But what about the learning aspect of it?
It's really helped. I quite remember when we were in class, because sometimes there is no money. Even when the teacher is teaching, you always lose concentration because you are hungry. Oh, you are in haste to even leave the class. Yeah. But when the Girl in Need Foundation came, everything was okay.
Vivian, what about you? Now I can tell that you become more friendly, now open and very engaging.
Very much. At first, I don't associate myself with people because I felt maybe they are better than me, or I don't have anything to do with them because of my situation. So, but when I get to the SS level, I've seen that I've been able to make more friends because now I felt that, oh, someone loves me and is caring for me. Actually, the first day I came here and you gave me the hug, anytime I'm even seated somewhere crying and I remember the hug you gave me, it comforts me and I'm happy.
But don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. So, well, I'm glad. I mean, I'm really glad that it's opened you up and it's made you become a better person, or help you find your feet, you know, to be who you are and what you want to be. Yes. So don't give up on your dreams. Okay. Hold on to your dreams, okay? no one knows what will happen.
Yes.
You know, you never knew that you could even write, you know, BEC.
No.
You didn't know.
It was the whole thing was as if it was a dream. I was dreaming, because I've not thought of it. I don't know how I'm going to even sit. No, I've never thought of it.
Yeah, but look at where God has brought you now.
Yes.
So nothing is impossible.
Yes.
So we are holding on to that dream.
Yes.
Good. Hannah, what about you? In school?
In school.
Make your school proud. Make sure your school's name.
Okay, I attended Ghana National College.
Okay.
That's in Central Region, Cape Coast. And in school, comparing SHS to JHS, I would say it was far better than JHS, because even in JHS, you'll be sitting in class and a team of teachers would come sucking for fees. And I would just be wondering, maybe I'll be fee cry, I'm out for them. Hey, now then about fee, now then they'll be asking a whole lot of questions. That alone was even a tweet. But in SHS, a team will come around. I will see my other colleagues being sacked home. Sometimes they will miss other lessons, but I had the opportunity to always be in class and then follow up with the lessons.
So you had the opportunity to sit in class. You knew that your school fees had been paid, and you were not worried about what anybody was going to say or do. And that also opened you up. You became what in school?
Yeah, I was an SRC rep for my class.
You were an SRC rep for your
class.
For your class.
Yes.
Wow.
So I was an SRC rep from SHS 1 to SHS 3 for my class.
For all the 3 years?
Yes.
Give me baby to know. Wow. Wow. Okay. But did people know that you had challenged that it was a foundation that was paying your school fees?
Yes. My house mistress knew. And then the girl I used to work with in class, she also knew. And my other friends in the dorm, they knew. And then an accountant, our school accountant.
After the accountant, you know, because we pay by banker's draft. But your schoolmates and that, how did they know?
I think one day, one of my friends was crying about her fees or the situation she's going through. So we ended up telling our stories. And then I told her that even if, for me, as I'm here now, it's not by my strength, but by the grace of God and by the help of Gifty Auntie, the Girl in Need Foundation, that is why I'm here. If not for that, I wouldn't have found myself here, because I didn't even have any hope of being in SHS. So we ended up telling our stories, and then I told her about it. And she said, hey, so you've seen her before? And I said, yes. And I said,
yes. She's my mother.
Yes.
Wow. Now, the way forward. You've come this far. Any regrets? You know, what you've been through in the past to here, what has it taught you?
It has taught us a whole lot of things. I quite remember when we were going to school, when you bought us our chalkboards and things, you told us one thing. You said we shouldn't go and follow friends, and we should always be ourselves. Yes, and that motivates us very well. Sometimes, because when you look back, the challenges we went through, sometimes the emotional torture, because your dad is no more, your mom is sick, and those you think they will help you are nowhere to be found. You feel helpless in life. But it has taught us a whole lot. It has given us a hope. I always tell my twin sister that with God all things are possible, because He is the father for the fatherless and the mother for the motherless. It has really helped us in life.
Has it drawn you closer to God?
Yes, please. In my school, I was the girls' chaplain.
You was a girl.
And my son was the DH.
Hannah, has it drawn you closer to God?
Yes, very, very much. And I'm always, there was one time a man asked me what I wanted to be in future. And then I told him that I wanted to be an air hostess. He said, "She, what's a winner air hostess? When you cry, I first air hostess." And I said in my head, like, this man, what does he want to tell me? That's because of my background. Even the Bible said, I knew you before you were born.
Thank you.
So God knows the plans He has for me, not you, man. You don't know the plans God has for me. So I'm always with God.
Vivian, drawn you closer to God?
Oh, so much close to God. It's true. At first, I was wondering if there is God, because when I was going through all this, I knew it was Bible said when you are going through anything, it doesn't mean you are going through that problem alone. God is with you. So, and when I was going through all those challenges, problems, I was wondering if there is God, because you'll be thinking, I want to do this and it cannot work for me. And it's not like me, I'm someone that like, I don't like God, or I don't like going closer to God to hear from him. You are somebody that you want to know God, but things are getting tough and it's pushing you to do certain things that you wouldn't even want to do. It's like your friends to be laughing at you, look at you, say you are following God, look at your dressing and everything, look at how we dress and a whole lot. But by the grace of God, I just thank God. I don't have anything to say, but I just want to say, God, thank you for his protection and everything he continues to do for me. It has drawn me closer to God.
It is well. It is so well. Let me take another break. We'll be back. So I've been talking to Rebecca Anna Echampong, seated right next to me, and Manasseh Vivian, seated right opposite me, my extreme left, and then Hannah Ofosu, also sitting in the middle. All of them beneficiaries of the Girl in Need Foundation. They've been sharing their experiences. But Vivian, you said you were living with your grandmother. Where were your parents?
They're dead.
They're both dead. So you're an orphan?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So your grandmother is alive?
Yes, please.
What does she think of you now when she sees you, what you become and what you're doing?
Oh, she's very happy because she didn't know that this could happen, and by the grace of God, I also get help from anywhere. Now, if I tell her mom, grandma, this is what I want to do, and this is what the people are helping me to do. They pay my school fees, they feed me, they give me chop money, and they buy certain things. And by the help of Gifty auntie, where's my mom? She's doing a lot in my life, and anytime I tell her about it, she's happy because we didn't know that by the grace of God, I also get help.
Hannah, what university do you want to go to? Because your grades were good. You did well. You had, what did you get?
I had 4 A's, 2 B's and 2 C's.
You had 4 A's,
2 B's and 2 C's.
2 B's and 2 C's.
Yes.
So it's good enough for you to get into university.
Yes.
So which university do you want to go to? Are you going to pick up forms?
Yes, God willing, next year.
God willing, next year pick up forms. So to which university?
Legon.
Legon, okay. But your father, where's your father?
He's around.
But another story for another day, right?
Yes.
It is well. It is God who does all things. You know, it is well. It is well. So your auntie, your mother's twin, what does she think about you now? How far you have come?
When she sees me, she's always happy because there was no hope. Sometimes she sees me and she says, Hannah, you will make it in life. And I said, yes, I'll make it in life.
Amen.
So when she sees me, she's always happy.
Amen to that. Check. So, Madam Fashion Designer, if you finish, you don't sew dress for me, you see. What fashion school?
Okay, I was trying to do some inquiries about, but I heard of Abrantier.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard of Abrantier.
So you want to go to Abrantier?
Okay, if I...
You get Abrantier.
Or any other...
Or Joyce Ababio.
Okay.
Auntie Joyce Ababio is a sister.
Yeah, because I made an inquiry. So I said I want to... I need a fashion school that they do with wedding gowns, everything, makeup, and everything is in it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do so that you do.
Oh, do Hausa. Think I'm in every. When you get to, you give. In conclusion, what is your advice to young people who find themselves in situations that you were in?
Yeah. The advice I have for the girls outside there who are losing hope is that they should never lose hope. They should come to the girl in need. Mommy is always there to embrace them. Mommy is there, they should come. With God, all things are possible, so mommy will embrace them. And please, to Ghanaians, they should please donate. At least 1 Ghana will save a life. 1 Ghana saved us, and we are here today. So I know 1 Ghana will save someone out there.
Vivian, in conclusion, what do you want to say?
Well, I want to thank the supporters of Girl in Need Foundation and my mom here too for her support and everything. And I would like to tell others that they shouldn't lose hope. They should pray and ask God to help them, direct them, and also support us. Those who are supporting, we are much grateful to you. Thank you.
Hannah.
What I have to say is, I want to tell my other colleagues, my girl mates who are outside there, that you can make it without a man. Sometimes you are just...
Hallelujah, somebody!
Because one time I met a man, and then during those times that I was suffering, and then he told me, what's your name? He asked me my name. I told him, I'll do this and this and that for you. I could have easily followed him, and I know he wouldn't have taken me anywhere.
But he wanted to sleep with you before he helped you?
Yes, even if he gives
How old were you?
Those times, 15 years, 14 years.
And he heard your story and knew how you were struggling, wanted to sleep with you before he could help you.
So don't easily get lured by their money, or you can make it by yourself. One time I went out to sell pure water because there was no money. I went out to sell pure water and I had something to eat. So you can make it if you are really determined. You work hard. There's nothing that you cannot do if you have God and you are really determined. That is what I have to tell them.
And if you ever doubted, you know, what your 1 Ghana city or more has been doing, I think I don't need to add more. You know, somewhere in May, we had some guests from Western Europe, and one of them, Jürgen Paling, is married to a Ghanaian now, Linda. I call him my brother-in-law. He became a friend. We communicate, and I told him about the Girl in Need Foundation, and he's been supporting, and he has this short message. After that, we'll come back, and I give you a bit of me.
Hello and good morning from London. My name is Jürgen Paling. I'm a serial entrepreneur and stock market millionaire from Germany, and I don't know if you remember me, but I was part of Gifty Auntie's show back in May when I was traveling through Ghana, and I was talking to many people about the secrets of wealth building, how to become rich and to live the life of your dreams. And Gifty Auntie was so kind to share with me one of her initiatives, which convinced me to help out and sponsor 12 people in Ghana to help girls and youths to pay for their school tuition and make sure that they get the best possible education that they can have, and that they have a jump start in their life with the good education and the knowledge that every human being deserves. So that foundation, which is called the Girls in Need Foundation, convinced me, after hearing all the struggles that some of the people have, like orphans, half orphans, and people who are just facing some difficulties and challenges in life, that I personally wanted to contribute and to help many of these people. And if you can, please, I would love you to do something as well and help other of your fellow Ghanaians to get that education they deserve. And there's absolutely no shame in accepting help when you are facing challenges. And let's face it, we all do that from time to time. And another thing that I want to dare you today is follow up on all your dreams, because what would the world be without people and without people's dreams? We wouldn't have gone very far as a civilization at all. So whatever challenge you have, whatever tough times you are facing right now, be sure there's always light at the end of the darkness, and with your help, with the help of others, with the help of God, you will get stronger through these challenges and you will get better, and you eventually, if you never give up, you will live the life of your dreams.
Well, nothing much has changed, has it? We still remain very skeptical about everything. Listen, there's nothing stagnant about life. Life is fluid. Life is dynamic. Life is about giving and taking. Life is challenging. Life is a journey. And along that journey, we meet many people. There are some who will help us, and there are others we have to help. There are some who will betray us, but there are some who will hold our hands throughout the journey. There are some who will help and we'll never see again. But there are some, when we help, they will end up being the ones who will support us in our time of need. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody. Sometimes it's just words. Sometimes it's just a hug. Sometimes it's just your food, your drink, your money. Something to help somebody feel better. The Girl in Need Foundation, we are doing what we can. Through what you give us. Through what you support us with. It is not about Gifty Auntie. It is not about the Girl in Need Foundation, actually. It is about doing what God says we should do. It's about being human. It's about impacting another person's life. So today, I've just come to say thank you on behalf of all the girls who we are supporting through school, those who have completed, and the ones waiting to be helped, and the others who have completed senior high and waiting to go to tertiary institutions, but they have no one to support them. At this point, we've come to say thank you. But we believe and we hope and pray that you will continue to support us so that we can carry the journey on. We can help them continue the journey ahead. My name remains the woman with super crazy faith in God. In fact, right now, my faith has reached dizzying heights. Dizzying heights. Because hearing the stories of these young ladies and how 1 Ghana cedi or more through your contribution has done to their life, I know that there is a God. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.
Listening to the Standpoint program today about the Girl in Need Foundation, I would say it is a very worthy cause. So what I will entreat every Ghanaian is to contribute to support such a worthy cause, because children and women form a very formidable part of every population. So empowering them is a very key to having a successful nation.
Actually, after listening to the 3 girls, listening to their story, I became so emotional, and one thing I'm so happy about is the 1 cedi that everybody has been contributing. Their money really helped them a lot.
After listening to the girls, I think anyone who has listened to the girls will come and help them. They are going to be very good citizens for all Ghanaians. They are going to help other people who also need help.